I'll hold it. Okay, I found out that there was a fine line between being like great and being a jerk. Here's what happened. Against my advice to anyone else that has this invitation in the future, I went to my 20-year high school reunion. And just like high school, by the way, midway through this, I'll have disqualified myself, so you don't have to think too hard. So, and just like high school, it was pretty much divided. Like, like all the people that knew each other pretty well were on this side, and they didn't know the people that were on that side, and they were on the other side of the dance floor. And everything that I needed was on this side. It was all of my friends, all of my food, all of my drinks. And then I had another drink, and then another drink, and then another drink. And then finally, one of the drinks said to me, go over there. So I'm like, yeah, I'm going to do it. So I sort of left my friends behind, and I started walking over, like, past this, this midway point, and like standing there like she was on border patrol was Courtney. And Courtney said, Kevin, I remember the first thing that you ever said to me. And I'm like, that's great. I'm great. I like to think of myself as something of an inspirational person. I'm a teacher. I probably said something to her that she like held on for all of this time, and she was like, I'm going to use this. So I'm starting to imagine, like, what could this possibly be? And I'm thinking, like, maybe she got a spelling test back. She didn't do too well. And I saw the body language, and I said to her, Courtney, chin up. And she remembered. Or maybe it was more. Maybe I saw her, and I said, Courtney, when you're walking on the beach, and there's only one set of footprints, it is then that I'm carrying you. But I thought, like, maybe I should find out exactly what was said. So I said, Courtney, well, what did I say to you? And she said, and then I realized it wasn't the current version of me that said this. It was the 4th grade version of me, and that guy was a rascal. So before I was trying to do like the unsend thing, like, I don't know, you don't have to tell me what it was. And she said, you came up to me and said, I don't know if you know this or not, but nobody likes you. And then I'm thinking, like, I'm a jerk. This is where you disqualify me. Think about whoever it was that sort of did that to you in middle school, and like, just give it to them now. So you can put the zeros down. So that's what I said, and I'm feeling pretty terrible about it. And I'm trying to explain to her, well, it was me and not you. I was insecure, and I'm dumb, and I have bed allergies, and I have calyx in my hair. And she wasn't even listening. Like, she had a plan for this. And she said, oh, my husband just got back from Iraq. And I'm like, oh, that's good news. And she's like, do you want to meet him? And I'm like, less than anything in the whole world. But then I'm like, and I thought, you know what? She carried this around with her for so long. She's getting whatever she wants. And if she wants her husband to kill me, cool. So I started like kind of walking over, like, like that look like when you have to go kiss your Aunt Gert, like, oh. So I get over, and I'm standing in front of this guy, and I'm thinking, like, this soldier is looking at me thinking, like, this is the reason we spend like a certain percentage of our salary each year on therapy. How should I kill him? Well, before he killed me, I thought, let me take one last good look at my friends, as sort of my goodbye. And I look over, and like jerks, they were eating, drinking, talking, laughing, and it almost seemed like it was in slow motion, like the movies you look over and it's like, and I'm about to get like a fork in my throat. But instead, they did something worse. They pulled out family pictures. And they started, this is my kid, and we've done this, and I had to listen to a bunch of accomplishments, and all of the cute little things they said, like in this one here, she says, you know what she wants to be when she grows up? A cheeseburger. And it's got a cheeseburger. Why? You get me a cheeseburger? That's great. That's awesome. So I listened to that for a while, and I thought, I'm just giving you whatever the heck it is that you want. And after a little while of listening to about 20 minutes of this, it occurred to me that very rarely do you get to sort of like face that sort of like terrible experience and somebody who sort of dehumanized you at some point, and she sort of faced it and she became a human again, and I was able to give her that. And it was at that point that I realized I'm pretty great. Thank you. Thanks, brother.